Hello, empowered mom. If you are watching this video, then I know one thing about you. You want a true natural birth experience, and you've already had one or more disappointing experiences in birth, or maybe you just didn't get the completely natural birth that you really wanted. And let me just tell you something. I get it because I was once in your shoes where I did a lot of things as a first-time mom that led to me getting a disappointing birth experience. And I was like, why? Why did I end up going to the hospital when I had planned a home birth? When my dream was home birth and I compromised on what I wanted and I got scared and I crumbled under the pressure and I gave in. And, it could have been a lot worse. It could have gone like some of my friends who ended up getting pushed into inductions or getting C-sections or getting episiotomies, having their babies pulled out with vacuum or forceps, or they just happened to give in to more medical intervention than they really wanted to. And they're asking the questions afterwards, well, how do I advocate better for myself? Well, first of all, I'm going to share something with you. The way that moms have been told to advocate is not advocacy. I know that's a bold statement, but it's true. When I see this inside the mom groups all the time, I'm seeing a problem where moms are jading. Jading stands for justifying, arguing, defending, and explaining. Instead of advocating strongly for themselves with their care providers, even when they've already been screwed over once before, they're trying to get their care provider to agree with them by providing more information. Or maybe it's not the care provider that's the problem. Maybe it's the partner. Maybe the partner is resistant to home birth. And the reason why you had the hospital birth, which happened to me, is because your partner was no longer on board. Don't worry. The resources at empoweringmomsbirth.com are going to help you in getting your partner on board. It's part of my secret sauce within Your Empowered Birth Academy, and it's what I teach all of my high-level clients. I also talk about this inside my book, Your Empowered Birth, when I talk about getting the right support. So as a seasoned mom, you understand now that the natural birth experience that you tried to get the first time was not all it was cracked up to be, right? It was more painful, more traumatic. Maybe things went wrong. And you're asking yourself, well, if this is natural birth, then why do I see the moms on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and they're having these ecstatic births at home, but that wasn't my experience? Well, the resources, as I said, on my website, empoweringmomsbirth.com, and what I talk about inside my book, Your Empowered Birth, explain it like this. There's a difference between natural birth, as we've seen in the medical system and what our birth culture perpetuates, and even our birth education, versus true natural birth. There is a difference. It's the difference between organic ice cream from a dairy farm, where you are actually petting the cows and milking them, and you see the milk come out, and then you turn that into ice cream, versus going to the supermarket, picking up a container of something that looks like ice cream, but when you bring it home, it says frozen dessert and it's laden with preservatives. But the entire packaging looked like it was ice cream. The picture looked like it was ice cream, but you get it home and it's like, this is not ice cream. This is not organic ice cream. I have been tricked. That is the natural birth inside the medical system. That is the natural birth that has been perpetuated inside the mom groups, inside our birth education, inside our birth culture. It is the one where you're thinking, oh, I need to constantly have medical control to have a natural birth. I need to prepare my body better than it already is preparing for a natural birth, or that's going to be the reason it doesn't work. It's not true. Your body is designed to birth. Your body will do it. Whether you prepare your body with yoga or different foods, your body will birth. And all you have to do is get out of your own way. I noticed this with my second pregnancy. Everything that could have possibly gone wrong in terms of my physical ability to move went wrong. I had SPD, symphysis pubis dysfunction, which basically made it so that I couldn't take a step without a lot of pain. My hips hurt constantly. And a lot of moms with my condition ask the question, how am I going to have a natural birth if this is what I'm dealing with? Well, guess what? I had one at home and nobody was there. In fact, my partner had gone to the store and my doula had gone home to sleep because she'd been with me for 24 hours the night before. And my midwife had also been sent away because the month that my daughter was born in, I had been having in and out prodromal labor, stop and start from 37 weeks all the way to 40 weeks. At 40 weeks, I went into another bit of labor, but then it stopped for 16 hours. And then the next night is when I had my daughter. It was 5 hours. It was the easiest labor. I was surprised because, you know, I'd always thought that the contractions were going to get into an intense pattern. That's what they teach you, right? The 411 didn't happen. In fact, they spaced out a lot to the point where when I sent my partner to the store because he wanted to go and get something for himself, I didn't care that I was alone. I was in the pool. I was doing my thing. I was resting and relaxing. And I said to myself, 10 minutes before my daughter came, I think labor's going to stop again and I'm going to just go to bed. That's what I was thinking. I was like, when he gets back from the store, I'm going to tell him to drain the pool and I'm going to take a gravel and I'm going to go to bed. She's not coming tonight. But as he got in the door, I had the mother of all contractions and it was intense. And then suddenly it was done. And I thought, oh, labor's actually picking up now. I've got 8 hours of this. This doesn't sound fun, but I'm not going to the hospital. At the same time, I kind of wish I had the gas. So then he's on the phone with his mother, talking about how things are picking up again. And he's texting the doula with my phone. And then at the same time, I have another mother of all contractions and my water's release. And my daughter's head is right there. And I'm pushing her out. And she's out in 10 minutes as the midwife scrambles to get to the house and the doula scrambles to get to the house. The doula missed the birth. The midwife almost missed the birth. And my partner at the time, he was out in the driveway waiting for the second midwife to arrive. So I did this all on my own and nobody was able to touch me. Nobody needed to touch me because you are designed to birth. So even with a traumatic first birth or a disappointing birth experience, or maybe things didn't go the way you thought, you can reclaim your power. In fact, I did it. And I've taught many women over the years how to do this as well. Some of my best clients have been moms who have not only had traumatic births, but they had C-sections. Now, if you are also a C-section mom, if you are trying for a VBAC, then you're going to want to check out my other video on how to have your empowered VBAC. Because when you go through the medical system, you need to understand one thing. If you did not have a true natural birth experience the last time, or a complication came up, or maybe you weren't able to handle the pain last time, those stories are going to carry over into your next pregnancy. And the medical system is looking at your history. So if you are a VBAC mom, I encourage you to go and watch that video as well. But if you are just a seasoned mom who you didn't have a C-section and you're not trying for a VBAC, then you have more of an advantage here because you've at least proven that your pelvis works. They can't say that your pelvis is too small to birth. They can come up with a whole bunch of other things that are the natural birth traps. And inside my starter guide, I talk about what you really need to understand as a second-time mom. I give you more resources that you can tap into. And I show you the map about true natural birth and how to get it, and my empowered birth method, which is revolutionary in what it can do to help you get the birth you want without fighting, without begging permission, without compromising. So you're not going to your care provider and saying, hey, I want to have a natural birth, and here is all the evidence saying that I can do this, and trying to change their mind through information, because that's not going to work. They're just going to counter it with their own sense of ego and saying, yeah, but I've studied this as a doctor, so I know more than you. And they will continue to undermine your confidence. Or maybe it's your partner you're trying to convince into letting you have a home birth because there's no way you want to go back into the hospital, but they're not on board. Again, the resources at empoweringmomsbirth.com are going to help you to get your partner on board. In fact, inside your Empowered Birth Academy and even a little bit in your Empowered Birth Workshop, my 2 signature courses, they will help you because I have tools and I will teach you those tools. They will help you to get your partner to change their mind about home birth. And they're going to become your greatest protector, even if they're category number 5, which my ex-partner was. But I'll tell you that another time. The deeper you go into your empowered birth and understand the framework of the empowered birth system, the more you're going to learn that it was inside of you all along. You can have this beautiful empowered birth. And I'm committed to you having that. So at whatever level you're at, whether you're just starting to get information, whether you don't have the money right now to invest in anything, or you're still looking at options of what is best to invest in, well, I've got so much free content out there. There's a whole bunch of free guides on my website. And not only that, but you can go and check out Your Empowered Birth. It's available on Amazon, both in Kindle and paperback, and it lays out a lot of the system and what I teach in my content. So at whatever level you're at, I'm committed to you having an empowered birth. But if you do want to work with me at the deepest level with my one-to-one coaching, I'm just going to let you know I don't work with everyone. I do have an intake form. It's on the starter guide page. It tells you about how to work with me further. I also tell you about my program, Your Empowered Birth Academy, which is a self-study version of my coaching. It's almost as good as me coaching you, and it does come with email support. And if you did need to get on a quick laser coaching 15-minute call, that option is available for you as well. So if you do get Your Empowered Birth Academy, there's that option. But as I said, second-time mama, seasoned mama, you deserve to have an empowered birth, no matter where you're at, no matter your income level. It doesn't need to be an uphill battle. And I'm tired of seeing moms that are at a disadvantage or in a maternity care desert, not getting the help and support they need. So part of the mission at empoweringmomsbirth.com is to make sure that this is accessible to everyone, which leads me to the final piece. If you found this video valuable, then please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you're subscribing to all social media channels for Empowering Moms Birth, and pay it forward and tell other moms where to get this information. I help first-time moms, seasoned moms, and VBAC moms who want to have a true natural birth experience and avoid the pressure of the medical system and get their partner on board supporting them. Because you deserve it. It's your birthright. You deserve to have that beautiful, empowering experience. And once you have an empowered birth, you're an empowered mom for life, and no one can take your power away from you ever again. That's a quote from my book, Your Empowered Birth, by the way. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, hello@empoweringmomsbirth.com. Either myself or one of my Empowered Birth ambassadors will help you. All right. So we are always available to you. There's always going to be resources for you. I am committed to this. You are going to have the most empowered birth. The only thing that will stop you is you not taking action, not jumping in and getting those free resources. So this is on you. Go watch what you need to watch, download what you need to download, get the book, get the course, jump into my coaching, whatever level you're at, Empowered Birth is here for you. Thank you so much. And I look forward to serving you now and in the future. Pay it forward, tell others where to get it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.